Hello everyone, today I will be giving a very simple and in-depth explanation of Autodesk Maya and how to use it. I will also be teaching you, the viewer, to create an impressive 3D creation using everything Maya has to offer, along with some textures. Now to give a simple explanation, Maya is a professional shape manipulation tool that can allow the user to create objects, people, and even environments. It's been used in 3D movies and video games and is a common tool for designers such as myself. It uses a wide assortment of tools to manipulate shapes to create whatever needed. You can even transform certain parts of the shape to create a completely different shape, like reducing the width of a square top to make a triangle. In fact, I'll show you right now. Pretty impressive, am I right? Now, Maya has a lot more things than just something as simple as that. Maya can transform move models around, rotate them, merge them together, extrude the insides, and do many, many other interesting things to them. The possibilities are endless. Now that you know what Maya is, I will now be showing you how to create a small office environment with some objects in it. I plan to create an office corner with a desk and monitor, along with the correct textures for both things. But first, before I do that, I'm going to give you a little introduction of how to use Maya first. So, this is for selection, this is for moving an object, rotation, transforming. These two I have no idea, because I have never used them before. These are shapes, and there are different kinds, but you can merge them together and change them up, or basically that you can do many things with these. Like I just showed you that square prior to this. These tools are a bit more complex, and this one will be used a lot. It's the extrusion tool. It will definitely be used a lot to create the monitor and the table. There's a bit more to it than that, though. You can change the view of the plane view by clicking the space button on your laptop / desktop. And if you want to get back, click on the right one, click spacebar again. When creating an object, you can right click it to have more options. Edge will let you manipulate the edges, of course. The face will let me manipulate the faces. These parts right here for texturing, which I'll show you later into the video. And yeah, to be honest, that's pretty much the simplest way I can explain how to use Maya. The rest involves you just watching what I do and copying me completely. Alright, now we're going to get started. Now that you know what Maya is. So first I'm going to make a wall. I'm planning to make a corner. That's what I really want. Did you follow that? Good, very good. Now we got to rotate this, as I am doing now, and move it. Oh, really important tip of advice. The Alt button is very, very important when it comes to Maya. Hold it down along with the mouse, around the left-click mouse, to rotate and see your surroundings. The middle part of the mouse and Alt can be used for movement, and the right part, this, zooming in and out. Alright, so here's the wall. Gotta put it in the right place. You might be able to do this faster than me, to be honest, depending on how good you are. Oof, it's a bit too far in, don't you think? And now I'm starting to think it's too thick. And too short. A lot of people like you will probably get as picky as I am when it comes to Maya. Alright. That's not bad. Alright, now we gotta duplicate it by clicking Control-D and then moving the duplicated file right here. And we rotate that. Zoom out. Move it so it fits a corner. And voila, now we have an office corner. Well, basically a corner wall, you kind of get the drift. Now we just need a floor. Now we need a floor. So first, I'm going to use this button right here. Click right here, which is the polygon plane. And I'm going to make a floor, which mistakenly I made too short. And probably too thin. So what I'm going to do is use what I mentioned before, right click, face, here, and now for the first time I'll be using the extrude option. Right here, drag that up, there we go, looks a lot better now. Gonna click right click, object mode, gonna move it a bit down, there we go. Alright, now we look like we have some sort of, in the corner, I don't like that. Gonna fix that a bit by using the good old extrude trick. That's much better. There we go. Now we have a wall and a floor. Pretty straightforward. It needs textures, but for now I think we're fine with how we are. Now we're gonna get to the more complicated stage. We're gonna make objects. I think we only need 2. So for now, I'm just going to teach you how to make a table, which isn't as hard as it sounds, to be honest. So first, I'm going to take a polygon primitive, the square, drag it on the grid, and drag it up like this. It might be a bit big. I'm going to make it smaller. Then I'm going to move it right into the center. I'm going to zoom in to see how that looks. Yeah, it's a bit small, actually. And it's a bit thick. That's a bit better. Now we need to have the legs, and if you want to go for extra detail, I might as well get the... We could get drawers and stuff, but I think since this is a really simple explanation, I'm going to go with just legs. So to do that, we extrude the bottom to make a square within a square. Kind of like that. Then we extrude the sides, as so. There we go. Alt, move. Alt, move. Oh, and for future reference, clicking the G button lets you use the last option you press, so it's a bit of a nice shortcut. Professionals seem to use stuff like that a lot. Now we extrude the corners. Like this. I'm just going to extrude it to go straight to the bottom. Extrude all the corners. Ta-da! Like that. There you go. Right-click object mode. Alright, now we have an office corner, a floor, and a kind of big desk, actually. I'm going to make it smaller. It's pretty big for a desk. Move it down here. Alright, here we go. We have... What's this? There we go. Here we go. Now we have a desk, a floor, and an office table. And I'm going to angle it. Here we go. That's much better. Now we got to do the more complicated part. And by complicated, I mean slightly complicated, but not too hard for you to understand, as long as you just follow exactly what I'm doing. We are going to make a monitor. So first, the first thing we have to do is very straightforward. We get another cube. Make a square shape. Have to be very small, keep that in mind. Transform it to a more realistic size so it looks like a monitor. I'm going to move it right here. Move it right on top of that laptop. That table, my bad. This part might take a while depending on how fast you can work. Move this up. There we go. That's facing straight forward like a normal computer would. Now it looks like a floating square in the middle of a table. I'm going to move it down, Control Z, because I messed up there. Move it down. There you go. Whoops. Okay. Now we have a floating square and the right position. It's a bit thick. My bad. I always manage to click the Windows button instead of the Alt button. It's a force of habit that I hope you people will not grow into. Okay. Cube in the middle of nowhere. Okay, now we'll use my favorite tool, and perhaps yours too, the extrude tool again. Click the face, like that. Make a square within a square. There we go. Now we gotta no wait. I'm just trying to compare now. Maybe I could make the front like that too to make a screen. Why not, right? I say we should pull this out first. Okay. Extrude again. Gonna pull out the bottom this time. Oh, you know what? Here's a thought. Pull out the bottom. Control Z. Extrude again. Like this. Hey, that's not bad actually. Pretty simple enough. Ooh, it's gonna be a bit challenging trying to get controls. Ah, there we go. It's gonna be hard. Okay. Extrude like that. This time I'm gonna use the edge tool for once actually. I want to make it a more trapezium-like shape. Like this. Face. There we go. And pull that out. Alright, now I got a pretty basic looking screen coming from the middle of the table. We need something better than that. No, we need something way better than that. But because of the complications of where this laptop is located, I'm gonna have to move it around like so. Wait, no, the floor is in the way. Gonna move it around like so. And there we go. Perfect, okay. Now I can work on the bottom of the computer without any worries. And you know what? I think we might as well look at another monitor to get a basic idea of what they look like. That way, we know exactly what we're making. Computer monitor. Images. Okay, I'm trying to make a MacBook-like thing, see? So I'm going to make the bottom very flat. And I must not forget the screen. So I'm going to make it as flat as I can. I'm going to do it like that. There we go. And then export again. Make white again. I'll compare it to this picture really quick. Ah, nope, see, there's my problem. There we go, yeah. I should be pulling the front of this out. There we go, that's much better. And now to make a screen. Pretty basic looking monitor right there. We could bevel it. I'm going to go bevel it. Edges. It's a more interesting tool now. The bevel tool. Gonna see how this turns out. Because not all monitors are square, and I kind of want to make a MacBook. So here's a little more interesting option. Spacebar, and see we got tons more things. We can smooth, we can separate, we can do tons of things. But for now, I'm going to click Boolean. No, wait. I'm going to click Edit Mesh and Bevel to see what. Ah, there we go. It looks a bit more like a Macintosh. Yeah, it looks a bit more like a monitor now, doesn't it? Just comparing it. I admit it doesn't look like the best monitor, but it's still pretty good. Can't deny that. Just gonna extend this out a bit so it's a bit more diagonal like the one in the picture. It's better. Much better. It just needs the textures now. And I'm pretty sure a Mac on the back doesn't exactly have that kind of weird back thing there. Or does it? Oh, there's a diagonal view. I'm just going to remove that back, come to think of it. Nah, I've grown accustomed to it. Alright. All we gotta do is move this back here. So yeah, everything seems to be finished now. All it really needs is the textures, and I know it doesn't look like much, but once I add in the textures, it'll make a massive difference. The monitor especially, because it doesn't have it right now. It doesn't even look like it has a screen. Aside from the walls, floors, and table, I'll add textures to those too. but the monitor definitely needs textures. So yeah, next video I'll show you how to do that. It's a very simple and straightforward process. And after that, you'll have a small little office environment, all thanks to me. So yeah, please leave a comment below, subscribe. Feel free to. I'm hoping to see you guys next episode, and yeah, I await you in part 2. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if there's anything else you want me to create, please leave it below in the comments. Bye.